All right, class, today we are going to finish the John Henry book. Just a reminder, here is where we left off. Okay, you'll notice that there looks like to be maybe, I can't tell if that's a train or maybe it's the steam drill, but there's a bunch of men down here, and there's also some smoke. So I'm thinking maybe that's a train, maybe that's the steam drill. I'm not quite sure. I can see some tents over here, which must be where the men who are working on this are staying. Let's continue. I can't wait to see who wins the race. On the other side, the boss of the steam drill felt the mountain shudder. He got scared and hollered, "I believe this mountain is caving in." From the darkness inside the mountain came a deep voice. "It's just my hammer sucking wind. Just my hammer sucking wind." There wasn't enough room inside the tunnel for the rainbow, so it wrapped itself around the mountain on the side where John was. All through the night, John Henry and the steam drill went at it. In the light from the tongues of fire shooting out the tunnel from John Henry's hammer blows, folks could see the rainbow wrapped around the mountain like a shawl. The sun came up extra early the next morning to see who was winning. Just as it did, John Henry broke through and met the steam drill. The boss of the steam drill was flabbergasted. John Henry had come 1.25 miles. The steam drill had only come a quarter. So if my math tells me correctly, John Henry was able to drill 5 times as much of the mountain as the steam drill had. What a cool picture this is. Folks were cheering and yelling, "John Henry, John Henry." John Henry walked out of the tunnel into the sunlight, raised his arms over his head, a hammer in each hand. The rainbow slid off the mountain and around his shoulders. With a smile, John Henry's eyes closed, and slowly he fell to the ground. John Henry was dead. He had hammered so hard and so fast and so long that his big heart had burst. Everybody was silent for a minute. Then came the sound of soft crying. Some said it came from the moon. Another one said she saw the sun shed a tear. Then something strange happened. Afterward, folks swore the rainbow whispered it. I don't know. But whether it was a whisper or a thought, everyone had the same knowing at that same moment. Dying ain't important. Everybody does that. What matters is how well you do your living. Man, that is a powerful statement. Let me reread that. Dying ain't important. Everybody does that. What matters is how well you do your living. First, one person started clapping, then another, then another. Soon everybody was clapping. The next morning, the sun got everybody up early to say goodbye to John Henry. They put him on a flatbed railroad car, and the train made its way slowly out of the mountains. All along the way, folks lined both sides of the track, and they were cheering and shouting through their tears, "John Henry! John Henry!" John Henry's body was taken to Washington, D.C. Some say he was buried on the White House lawn late one night while the president and the Mrs. President was asleep. I don't know about none of that. What I do know is this. If you walk by the White House late at night, stand real still and listen real closely. Folks say you just might hear a deep voice singing, "I got a rainbow, ring, ring, tied around my shoulder, ring, ring. It ain't gonna rain. No, it ain't gonna rain, ring, ring." Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed John Henry, the Interactive Read Aloud this week. Please answer today's question, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.